Okay, this is the next video in standard methods of solution, and we're looking at now to find the largest or the maximum or the max number. Generally, you'll probably find the word max is used more often in the exam to describe it, but they're all very relevant. Write an algorithm in pseudocode to find the largest, maximum, or max of the numbers entered, output the largest at the end. So for this one, we are going to be, I'll give you the initial array, because we're looking at an array this time. If you want to pause the video, have a go at creating the algorithm, but then we will have a look and talk through the solution very shortly. Okay, so to write this algorithm, we first of all need to give max an initial value. And if you're finding the biggest number, you always give max the smallest possible value you can. So if we look at this array, none of the numbers in this array are less than 0, so 0 is fine, but also the smallest number in the array is 14. So actually, sorry, it's 12. So I could have set max to 11. As long as you set the initial value, when you're trying to find the biggest number, you set your max initially to something smaller than all of the numbers you can be considering, or if you're unsure, just set it to 0 or even minus 999,999. It doesn't matter as long as it's small. We're going to loop over each score, and we're then going to say if scores I, so that initially it's going to be 12, is greater than max, and it will be. So we want the very first value to become the largest value, and then we will compare it against all of the others, and if any of the others are bigger, then that will become the biggest value. So if scores I is greater than max, then we're going to make max that number. So initially 12 is bigger than 0, so scores I is bigger than 0. We'll set scores I to be the biggest number, so max is now 12. And then we'll go around again and we'll do the same thing. So I will go to 2. So is 22 greater than max? Well, max it was 12. Yes, that's true. So now max will become 22. And we keep on going around until we get to the end of the array, and if we output max is max, we will get the biggest number. So hopefully that's okay. What I want you to do now is I want you to try and create that in Python. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at that, and then come back and have a look. So here's the Python code for that. Again, we've got our array, we're setting max to 0, and we're just taking each element in the array, seeing if it's bigger than the current value of max. If it is, well, we'll make it the current value of max, and we'll keep going around. Okay. Another variation on that: write an algorithm in pseudocode to enter 10 numbers and find the largest number of the numbers entered, output the largest at the end. So this time we don't have an array, we're actually going to get the user to enter 10 numbers. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at finishing the pseudocode, and then come back and have a look. So we're going to go around 10 times, we're going to input a number, we're then going to compare that number with max. So if the number is bigger than max, then max is going to become that number. We're going to end our if statement and next I, and we're going to keep going around until we get to the end, and we'll output the max. Pause the video, have a go at writing this now in pseudocode. Okay, here's the solution for this one. Have a look. Hopefully that was good for you as well. Right. Let's have a look at the next, or the last in the current list of methods of solution. There's 2 more we will look at. We're going to find the smallest, minimum, or min. So write an algorithm in pseudocode to find the smallest of the numbers in the array, and output the smallest number at the end. So we've got our array, we've declared it, we've declared our variable min that we're going to use, and notice this time, when you're trying to find the smallest number, you set min to be a really big number, and then what it means is we know that the first number will definitely be the smallest one. So we want the first number in our array to become the smallest number, and then we'll keep comparing it with the others. So for I is going to be 1 to the length of scores. If scores I is less than min, so if 12 is less than that number there, which clearly is going to be, then we want to make scores I the minimum number, so 12 will become the smallest number, and then we go around again and we take 22, so which is I becomes 2, so scores 2, which is 22. Is that less than min. So, but it's not, because min is currently 12. 22 is not less than 12, so we don't do that. So we go around again. So 12 is still the smallest number. Okay, and then we can output min is min at the end. So pause the video, see if you can create that one in Python, and then come back and have a look. So here's the solution to that one. Again, hopefully that one's okay. Make sure you ask if you do have any questions, and that goes without saying. So this one's similar to what we did with the maximum. So now we're just going to input the number. So I tell you what, let's just pause it there, have a go, see if you can come up with a solution to the pseudocode first of all. Okay, so we're going to declare our variables. We're going to set our minimum number to something really big. We're going to make a loop that's going to run 10 times. We output enter a number, we input a number. Let's compare it and see if the number they entered is less than the minimum number. Then we'll make the number they entered the minimum number, and we'll go around again and we'll keep testing the number they entered with, seeing if it's bigger or seeing if it's smaller than the minimum number, and if it is, we'll keep making that number the minimum number, and let's output it at the end. Okay, pause the video and then have a go at creating this one in Python, and then come back and have a look. So here's the Python code for that one. Again, hopefully by now it's becoming, there's a lot of similarities between a lot of these algorithms, just a little bit of the processing that's different. Okay, so we have got a challenge here for you. So write an algorithm in pseudocode and Python to input 10 numbers, select and print out the largest and smallest number at the end. Okay, I don't think I've got a solution animated on here, but I think you should be able to have a really good go at that. Okay, so good luck with that one. And then there's a second challenge as well, which is here. Pseudocode algorithms, there's 5,000 numbers to be entered and stored in an array called number. Extend and rewrite the algorithm to also count and output how many of the numbers are stored in the array greater than 500. Using the variable higher, only output higher once an appropriate message, with an appropriate message. Okay, so you only need to do this one in pseudocode. And that's the end of the video, so good luck with that one. I think I do have an answer for this. As you can see, part of it is animated there. So there's a pseudocode for this one. Okay, thank you very much.